Hi, welcome to Fitness at Home. I'm Clint Grimes, and I'm here with Audrey, and we're going to read a story today called Walking, Jogging, and Running for Your Health, a fitness fairy tale. You like stories, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, is there anything you want to say before we get started?
Like and subscribe.
And click on the notification bell so you can be notified when we put up new videos. And now, the story. Once upon a time, there was a king named James. King James was a self-proclaimed exercise enthusiast who lived in a palace with his family. He would spend 2 to 3 hours a day running and working out vigorously. "I rarely take a day off," he said. "I wish I didn't have to spend so much time running," said the king. "It takes a lot of time away from my family," he exclaimed, "and my knees and ankles are so sore. I wish somebody could help me." All of a sudden, there was a bright light, and a strange woman appeared. "I'm your fairy godmother," she said, "and I think I can help you. I have the power to travel through time and space. There are some things I need to show you. First, I'm going to take you to your future. Just hold on to my magic wand and let's go." In a flash, they arrived at the king's study. The king saw himself sitting at his laptop typing. "What am I typing?" he asked. "You're submitting the findings of a study you conducted to the Journal of the American College of Cardiology, which concluded that people who run at a pace faster than 7 miles per hour most days of the week have the same risk of death as sedentary people," said the fairy godmother. "But that's just the start. Grab the wand." Poof, they disappeared, and when they reappeared, the landscape was plush and green and looked like a college campus. It was 2012, and they were at the University of Dublin, Ireland, at the EuroPrevent meeting. Do you have a question, Audrey?
Did they see any leprechauns?
Well, there may have been some there, but they didn't see any. This conference concluded that those who run more than 25 miles per week don't live any longer compared with non-runners. They also found that after 60 minutes of intense physical activity like running, the chambers of your heart begin to stretch and overwhelm the muscle's ability to adapt. It's not a big deal if you do it once or twice, but when you do this over and over and over again for many years, it causes stiffness and scarring in the heart, said the fairy godmother. "Fascinating," said the king. "Is there more?" "We're just getting started. Grab that wand." Off they went again. When they appeared, King James said, "Wasn't that the Sears Tower we just passed?" "Yes," said the fairy godmother. "We're at the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. Here's where researchers found that prolonged intense activity can allow viruses such as the common cold to thrive. That means you might get sick more frequently and feel worse during bouts of illness." "Great information. I think I know what to do. I was going to train for a marathon, but I'm going to call that off," said King James. "Don't be so hasty. One more stop," said the fairy godmother. Poof, they disappeared. When they reappeared, the king said, "Wasn't that San Diego I just saw?" "Yes," said the fairy godmother. "We're at California State University, San Marcos. By the way, my daughter Ariana goes there. Let's listen in to this lecture from Todd Astorino, PhD, professor of kinesiology," said the fairy godmother. "I don't think that short-term training for marathons or another singular event is deleterious to our health. What becomes problematic is chronic training over a long period of time with inadequate recovery. This makes you more susceptible to overtraining, injury, and illness," said the professor. "I think my work is done here, and I'll return you home," said the fairy godmother. And with that, the fairy godmother disappeared, and the king found himself back in the castle where he started. If you see the king exercising today, you'll likely spot him on a stroll with his family after dinner. He also enjoys practicing yoga or doing some gentle backstrokes in the swimming pool. What changed? King James investigated the effects of intense physical activity on the human heart and body. The fruits of his and others' research inspired him to dial down his routine, and he lived happily ever after. Well, I played a trick on you, Audrey. King James is really James O'Keefe, MD, a cardiologist at St. Luke's Mid-America Heart Institute in Kansas City, Missouri. And according to him, the moral of the story is, if your goal is exercising for overall health and to improve your longevity, then walking is ideal. Learn how to walk away belly fat, heart disease, and diabetes in minutes a day with Prevention Magazine's new Walk Your Way to Better Health. I'll put a link to it in the description below. Well, Audrey, did you like the story?
Yeah.
Me too. Is there anything you'd like to say?
Yes.
What?
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Yes, and click on the notification bell so you get all the information you need to get and stay fit in your home. That's it. That's all. See you next time.